you're on air now. What is up? We are talking to Kenji from THEMETALMIXTAPEOR. Dude, Narcotics Wasteland, ontogeny. Ontogeny.
Mispronouncing it. It's ontogeny.
Ontogeny. Hey, you know what, dude? I mispronounced my son's name, okay?
Yeah, no, I kind of feel bad for the fans, though. They're probably wondering, who is this guy? I'm here for Devil Driver. Why are we listening to this guy?
Nah, dude. Yeah, you're talented, awesome musician, dude, and everybody. You know what, dude? The thing about our show, dude, is that everybody is the same, dude. There's nobody above. There's nobody below. Everybody is always side by side, my brother. So everybody is awesome.
I gotta give you props, man. You're doing the show all by yourself, man. That must be rough.
No, it really isn't, man. Because the thing is, when you do the show by yourself, then you know that if you're fully prepared and you're fully, ready, you know you can count on yourself a little bit more, right? It's kind of like being a pro golfer, where like as long as I got my exercise in, I got my technique in, I got all my practice in, I'll kill it.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it's great that you're sure of yourself. You're doing awesome, man. You're carrying the show well. Now, before we get started, though, I think I want to talk about my Devil Driver story.
Dude, let's hear it, man.
I didn't realize Devil Driver was going to be on until I spoke with you a few days ago, and I was like, what, really? So, it's not much of a story, but, yeah, I actually bumped into the Devil Driver, I think the guitar player, a long time ago. I just happened to go in the elevator, and I see this guy with a big cowboy hat, and he's carrying a long hard case, and, it's obviously a guitar. And I'm like, who's this guy? I'm like, oh, you play music or something? Obviously, he's like, yeah, I do. Well, what band? He's like, oh, I'm this band called Devil Driver. I'm like, Devil Driver? Henchman's News! And then he laughed and he walked away, but that's the story. But that's like the only song I know from them, and, kind of made me think about that whole thing of how I used to discover bands and stuff like that, because how I discovered Devil Driver and all these different bands was, I used to raid these stores, and they would have the magazines, like Terrorizer, Metal Hammer, and they would come with compilations, I think was Fear Candy, with a CD name. That's how I discovered Devil Driver, so it just kind of brought back the memory of how I used to discover bands, and Devil Driver was one of those bands I discovered through the old school magazines.
Dude, I miss those days, dude. Yeah, because even I remember you'd get I forget what guitar magazines you would get. It always come in with the guitar lessons in the back. Remember, it always teach you 5 songs.
Yeah, tabs and stuff like that. No, I know man. What's kind of cool with these days is just because it's just so easy for people to put up their own art, music now. It's just that there's too much of it now. We just have this other problem of the bar for distribution has been lowered. It used to be distribution was just so hard, but now you can just broadcast the world from your bedroom, and because of that, just so saturated. I was looking at the Circle Pit, that's another website that hosts bands. Man, they have 3 music videos premiering every single day. It's too much. It's just too much music.
No, it is insane how much music is out there. I do think one of the things it did do, it really pushed bands to push the limits of music too, because now you're just seeing all these crazy musicians pushing all these limits, mixing all these genres. I mean, and even hearing the preview of Accolades, I heard you guys surfing through 3 or 4 different genres, but on a high technicality level.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, that song specifically, it's, the album's going to be dropping in August, but we decided to premiere Accolades first because it's a little bit different from all the other tracks from the album. The album kind of has a mood. It goes from melodic to a little bit darker, and this is one of the more melodic songs that we have. And the reason why we wanted to showcase it is because it just kind of goes through all those moods in that one song as well, too, because it kind of starts off kind of happy. We have Yvette Young from Covet fame playing violin for us on there. And then it kind of slowly goes into this darker realm. It's a little bit heavier. Chelsea is doing harsh vocals, and then kind of goes through this rant and then just goes clean for a second. And then the song just kind of keeps going from there. So I thought that song was a really cool song to premiere first, kind of get people introduced, segment into everybody, just kind of show them what's to come.
Dude, it's pretty pretty awesome, man. And I also think it's pretty awesome when you're able to bring in the right musicians to bring in that vision, you know, because the thing is, it's like everybody has a vision, but to be able to have everybody buy in and actually sit down and be like, all right, this is what it's gonna be, you know, it's pretty. I think that's way harder than actually getting down and writing the song. Is being able to get the right individuals.
Being in a band is tough, man. It's not just about specific, like, money too and time. You know, people got jobs, people have lives. It's rough, but in that end, I think I can't really take credit for that. It's more credit due to Michael Ball, who is the mastermind behind the project. THEMETALMIXTAPEOR originally started as his one-man project, and he has an album out, and we kind of all connected around that. He reached out to me, and we used to play in San Francisco, the Drum Machine live, and then Andrew Bard from Fallujah, well, formerly Fallujah now, the drummer, he showed interest, and we got him, and then we got Chelsea Murphy from Donna Boroboros and Kaylee's Calling. She showed interest, and we got her, and then we just went in, recorded this, and then COVID hit, and it got delayed, but we're finally out here. So, yeah, despite all the hurdles, we made it happen.
Dude, that's pretty awesome, and you know, it's going to be pretty awesome releasing this in August. So, Kenji, you are just, it looks like you're slammed right now, dude. You know, all these projects going on, and like, you know, I always like, I can always tell when a musician is no slouch. Do you just like practice every day, like while you sleep, in the shower, while you eat, while you do whatever? Like, do you ever just chill out, dude?
There's a story behind that, you know. So I used to joke and tell people, you know, I always ask this question: is what's the number one thing you need to be being a successful music band? Like, what do you need? What do you think it is?
What do I need to be in a successful band?
Yeah, in a metal band, yeah.
Hold on, give me a second, because I feel like I can get it. Hold on. What do you need?
Don't think too hard about it. It's almost a second trick question.
Discipline?
That too, but in the end, it's rich parents.
Oh, God.
And the reason why I say that is because time and money does get in the way, right?
Yeah.
You know, you want to go on tour, but man, you got to pay bills. And, oh man, renting a van, gas, oh man, the gas is just so expensive. I don't even know how bands do it these days. But, you know, what I came to realize is I was thinking, you know, I used to go on tours a lot earlier when I was younger, and I would just always come home broke. I kind of got sick of doing that. I just come home, I'm just broke, and live in one of the most expensive cities in the world, which is San Francisco. And, you know, at the time I was making $600 a month. My rent was $600 a month, and I'm like, that means you don't eat. That means your life sucks. So I said to myself, you know what, I got to get my life together. So I got into bartending, started making great money, and I said no to parties, I said no to hanging out, and I just spent a few years just saving up, and I kind of accomplished a certain goal that I had in my mind, where I saved up enough where I can have a little bit of freedom. So I'm kind of reaping on that now. So last 4 or 5 years, I have just been in saving mode, and just this year, or a year and a half ago, I kind of switched and said, you know what, let me just enjoy life now. So that's when I joined Narcotic Wasteland. That's when we took THEMETALMIXTAPEOR more seriously, and then hopefully our Tazi's could do some cool stuff too. So that's kind of like the mentality I did, because, you know, most people get burned out just because, yeah, money, it gets in the way. I mean, financial stability, security is very, very important.
No, hey, you know what? I 1,000% agree. And even Dez from Double Driver talks about this too, because, you know, Dez is sober, but also Dez owns his own companies where he doesn't have to be in Cold Chamber. He doesn't have to be in Double Driver. He does this for free and just for fun. You know what I mean? Like stress free and everything. And one of the reasons like I'm able to do what I do, you know, I don't go out to parties, I don't smoke weed, I don't drink, I don't do recreational drugs. You know, I have my son full time, and I go home and grind, dude. You know, but you know, I'll work. You know, I'm a framer, and I'll work 40 hours a week, and I get home, and I'll take my son to the park. I'll burn him out for a couple hours, and then I'll grind on my computer for 6 hours a night. You know,
right on, man.
And the thing is like people always tell me like, man, dude, you must be busy, and I'm just like, no, you're lazy, dude. Because the thing is, I have a way busier life than you, and you're just wasting it. While you're out having a hangover, waking up at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, I'm up at 6, already making breakfast, done feeding my son by 6:30 to 7. already out the door at the park, coming home by 9, and by 2 o'clock, I already have 5 hours on my guitar.
Man, that's you're grinding, man. So are you union?
No, I'm not union right now, but I am going through like the city with my construction and stuff because we're going to be doing like some schools and stuff and all that.
Awesome, man. No, the trade, man. So the only reason why I brought that up is because that kind of is a good segue into ontogeny. And our main guitar player, Nate, he's union. He's union construction worker. He's been doing it for a very, very long time, and he's moving up the ranks, and he's doing very well. But you know what that means though? That means you're up at 4 a.m., 4 or 5 a.m.
Yep.
And then you're working 10, 12 hours. You come home, you're exhausted, and you don't want to do anything else because you're so tired. And people ask me about, hey, what's going on with ontogeny? It's like, it's this kind of rough because Nate has this insane schedule, and he's stuck between, choosing career and music. And it'll be ridiculous if he chooses music over career because when you're part of the union, you get so many benefits. Your life is pretty much set, but you have to dedicate yourself to that trade and that field. So that's kind of like why, ontogeny hasn't been doing much is because we're kind of limited in that regard. And, he gets like PTO, but his PTO is like 2 weeks. And what, you want to spend your PTO on tour? Like, really? So, yeah, that's what's going on with ontogeny. So hopefully we can do something cool with ontogeny pretty soon as well, too.
Dude, I think it's pretty cool that, like, I think I always say, like, to stay motivated, you always want to constantly do something different, so you don't get, like, burnt out in, like, one avenue. And I think it's pretty cool that you have 3 different projects going on. So I'm guessing that in your brain, you're constantly thinking, you're constantly creating, and you're constantly motivated?
Yeah, sort of. Well, sort of, because, like I told you earlier, I've always had a passion for music. I've always played music, and the bottom I hit when I was just coming home broke all the time.
Yeah.
I just got sick of that, and I realized, playing music is cool, but if I keep doing this, I'm gonna go into my 30s, 40s, 50s, and have no retirement, and I just saw my future as this bleak thing, and because I'm gonna go on a tangent here. I'm gonna call out my friend Nathan Williams. He's one of the first people I've met. He used to be in a band called Phantasm with Caden from Hyrax and Gene Hogwarts.
Sweet.
He's an early rare thrash band.
Yep, I know some of them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you guys would know, but no, I met Nathan Williams, and man, when I met him, he was down on his luck. He was just completely broke, living out of a residential hotel in San Francisco, just barely struggling by. And I just kind of saw that was kind of the life that you fall into if you just kind of go into it without a backup plan. And he's doing better now. I bumped into him a few times, and I'm just very happy for him that he's turning his life around. He's doing better now, but I kind of saw that, and I thought, I can't become that man. That's kind of a rough life. So that's when I took my finances seriously. I taught myself about investments. I taught myself about retirement funds, how those work, and all that stuff. So now I've gone through that for a couple of years, and I'm financially secure. Now I have the freedom to dedicate myself to the music. So that's the reason why I could be in 3 different bands and just go on tours now, because I have a couple tours coming up that I'll probably be announcing here in a little while. But yeah, I kind of did the thing in reverse, where how most people would just kind of go through being in the band and just kind of freak out after a while. Like, shit, I didn't mean to cuss, but I gotta get my life together. And I did that in reverse, where I worked first and then started to enjoy life.
Dude, hey, that's the way to do it, man. And anybody listening who's a musician, take notes, man. Definitely, and having that financial freedom is everything, because yeah, I work a whole lot too, but the thing is, it's like, you work hard and you play hard, so if I'm gonna go play a small tour or go to Portland or San Francisco, I'll bet you I'm staying in a hotel because I'm responsible.
Yeah. No, being able to balance that's awesome if you can do it. But some of these tours, like I'm going to be going on a month-long tour in about 2 months here, and if I had a regular job, there's no way.
No way.
Even if I left and if I came back, I wouldn't know who the job waiting for me. So you know what I mean? So yeah, I had to make that choice, and I'm kind of glad where I was able to make that choice earlier and realize it. So because these opportunities just kind of came my way at the right time. So I was like, yeah, I can say yes to these stuff now. weeks, that means I'm losing work for 2 weeks, and my rent's coming up, and I don't have to worry about that.
Dude, so tell us about these tours that are coming up, man. Some of these shows that you're going to be playing.
Yeah, so I am going on tour with Narcotic Wasteland, and next time I think just today we're just kind of promoting Tegmentum just because we have that single coming out. But next time I'd like to talk more about Narcotic Wasteland because we have the death metal icon part of the band, Dallas Toller Wade, formerly of Nile, is doing vocals and guitar for Narcotic Wasteland, and we are going on tour in Texas. The Don't Mess with Texas tour. That's meth, M-E-T-H. Don't Mess with Texas tour. And June 22nd, Denton. June 23rd, Houston. June 24th, Fort Worth. And June 25th, Corpus Christi. And I'll kind of name the venues because I think we're running out of time here. So, if you are interested or if you're listening to this streaming from Texas, look us up, Narcotic Wasteland, and you'll see those dates. And I also want to plug in one more thing. Narcotic Wasteland, Tegmentum, and Gorgatron is actually going to be on tour together. Gorgatron's a really cool death metal band from North Dakota. And we're going to be playing July 28th, Long Beach at Supply Demand. And July 29th, this is for you guys, listeners, Eureka, Siren Song Tavern, NorCal. We're playing there July 29th. That's a Saturday. And July 30th, San Francisco at the DNA Lounge. Yeah. And after that, I'm going to finish this up. Right after that, Tegmentum's dropping off, and I'm continuing to tour on Narcotic Wasteland, going out to Portland, Seattle, and going to Canada, and I'm going to be gone for a month. All dates are on Narcotic Wasteland or Tegmentum or Gorgatron page, so look us up.
Dude, that is absolutely sick. My friend Kenji, you are an absolute madman, dude. How does your brain fit in all these songs from all these bands, man? Are you constantly just rehearsing or what?
Sort of. I mean, I had to learn. So right when Narcotic Wasteland asked me to join, we had the Denver Death Fest coming up, and I had like a month to learn the material, and I had to grind for that. But it's like when people ask me that question, I always tell them, well, are you able to memorize the speech, or can you recite lines from your favorite movie or something? It's similar to that. It's if you keep grinding it, you can do it. It's not that difficult. So it's. I would say that Narcotic Wasteland definitely is on the more technical side, but if like anything, if you put your mind to it, if you dedicate your time to it, you can definitely do that. Especially with the tools out now, like Guitar Pro, you put that on the loop mode, you put it on increments of put it super slow tempo and have it speed up every loop. You do that, and you got the song down after a while. So yeah, there's so many cool tools and software out there that can really help you. So yeah, no more excuses.
Dude, I agree, man. And how do you not spend all your savings when there's all this equipment coming out all the time?
Oh, just being frugal. And I actually did, I've had the same bass. My famous 8-string and S-stick bass for over, I think, 12 years now. Yeah, I've had it for a very, very long time. And I haven't, really played anything else. I kind of stick to what I like. Although I've always played the Axis Effects too, but I've switched on to the Quad Cortex just because I'm flying out a lot now just for these tours, and I think the Quad Cortex is just a standalone pedal that has so many cool effects and everything in there. It's just a small package, so I could just literally pack that and the bass in the same case and just fly with it. And so I switched over to the Quad Cortex. This was just 3 months ago, but until then I've been just Axis Effects only.
Dude, Kenji, that's rad, dude. And for all the listeners, ontogeny.
Yeah, ontogeny.
Yeah, I got that. I had that in the canon. I was the whole time we were talking because I can multitask. I was rehearsing. So, dude, we got Kenji, Narcotic Wasteland, Tegmentum. Dude, amazing. Thank you for the sneak peek for Accolades. The full version is going to be out May 31st, and the album's coming out in August. Any final goodbyes and shout-outs before we let you go?
Yeah, of course. If you are listening and if you want to follow me at SatanClaus.music. That's Satan Claus, not Santa Claus. SatanClaus.music on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm at Tsunami Films on YouTube. That's Tsunami, like the disaster films. That's my last name. Tsunami Films on YouTube. I actually do videography work and stuff like that, so I do music videos. I actually did a music video recently for a cool band from up north called Blessed Curse. That should be coming out pretty soon, too. Yeah, that's me, Tsunami Films. If you see a bunch of somebody doing a bunch of wedding photos under Tsunami Films, that's not me. There's a company called Tsunami Films that does that. Although if you want to do a metal wedding, maybe I might not be opposed to doing that, but I do metal music videos.
That is awesome. Kenji, thank you so much for being on the Metal Mixtape. We are going to play the new song by Double Driver, Through the Depths, afterwards, and then here in about 20 minutes, we're going to get Dez, play that interview with Dez. Kenji, thank you so much for being on the Metal Mixtape. And everybody, please go check out his music at all the places he told you to
Awesome.
visit.
It's my pleasure.
You have a good night, my brother.
Thanks. Good night.
Peace.